Hi, I'm Jason from Traffic Hardware and Design, and today we're going to talk about the BRAC Tenon mount signal assembly. In this step, we're going to take the signal hub assembly off of the BRAC Tenon mount. Loosen the two nuts with a 3/4 inch wrench. We've already done that. Take off the washers, and that removes the signal hub assembly from the clamp assembly. In this step, we're going to remove the clamps from the back of the Tenon mount assembly. Using a 9/16 inch wrench, I'm going to spin off and repeat this on all of the other bolts. In this step, we'll take the BRAC clamp back Tenon mount and we'll attach it to the mast arm. It's literally as simple as placing on top of the mast arm, putting the clamp back on it, washer, flat washer, nut, rotating into position, and tighten with a wrench. Of course, you'll always want to level. And once we've got our level, tighten with a wrench. All done. In this step, we're going to attach the BRAC signal hub assembly to the tube and to the signal assembly. We're going to do it in a couple of steps, so follow along. First, we're going to attach the lower arm to the gusseted tube. Best way to do this is to place the lower arm onto a flat surface and spin the pipe into the threaded area. Line up the back of the tube, and we know it's the back of the tube because there's a gap all the way along the back of the tube for the wire to be run. Tighten the two nuts by hand, and then finish them off with a 1/2 inch wrench. Next, we're going to attach our signal array. In this case, we're only using one signal body for illustration purposes. Slide it over the nipple, put the nut in place, tighten, and you're done. Next, we're going to take our top arm, slide it over the top of the pipe and down onto the signal assembly. The serrations on the top arm will match up with the serrations on the signal assembly. Replace the washer, aluminum washer, and the nut in place. Tighten by hand. You'll probably have to make some adjustments when you're up on the bucket. Tighten up the back arm with the lock screws using a 1/2 inch wrench. Now, take your assembly, place your bracket over top of where you've already measured and cut your hole in the tube, in the cover. The easiest way to do this is actually spin it around so it's underneath. Place the clamp onto the studs. Replace the washer, lock washer, and nut, and do on all 4 sides. Next, once all 4 nuts are on, rotate into place, position over the hole that you've already cut, and then tighten with a wrench equally across all 4 nuts. And you're done. The last step as part of the signal hub assembly is to make sure the cap is on the gusseted tube. This helps protect the signal from the elements. Make sure it's very close to the plastic insert, which covers the entire length of the gusseted tube, except where it's been cut at the signal hub assembly. You'll notice the plastic insert helps to seal the tube. If any water does get in, it will drain down to the bottom arm where the holes allow the water to escape and not affect the signal. In this step, we'll attach our assembled signal array with the BRAC signal hub assembly to the BRAC universal. We're using an auxiliary cable in place of standard wire in this step. Insert the wire through the hole, attach the BRAC signal hub assembly to the BRAC universal, take your washers, flat washer, lock washer, and nut, place onto the captive bolt, and tighten by hand. That's enough to hold it in place. Repeat on the other side, and then tighten by wrench.